So what we'll talk about today is how to respond to emails from the ex. Now, if you're separated or divorced and your ex is putting demands on you or stirring you up via email, what's the best thing you can do? How do you respond? You say nothing. Okay, it's like a Faulty Towers episode where Basil's assistant is told to say nothing.
I know nothing. What? I know nothing.
The less you say to a narc, the better off you are. I'll give you an example. This friend of mine in my circle, his daughter lives with him full time, and the mother has a court-ordered Sunday call with her daughter, and he facilitates that. He makes sure that his daughter talks to her mum. But every Sunday after this 1 hour conversation goes on, the mother always sends a message saying that the internet broke down. Please ensure that you have a proper internet connection. This sort of nonsense. Every week she comes up with some reason why the father didn't facilitate the call. Now, the father is facilitating the call. He does it every week because he wants his daughter to actually speak with the mum, even though she is crazy. And he gets an email every Sunday night from her, basically sledging him about how he didn't do the right thing and please do a better job for next Sunday. And he just told me last week he got the message from the mother, and the mother even admitted that she had an electrical problem at home, so she couldn't get online. And it turned out that my mate, the father, ended up giving his mobile phone to his daughter so that she could talk to her mother in the prescribed time. But he still got a abusive message from the mother. So what do? Do you respond to all this and try and justify your actions and say, oh look, I'm sorry it didn't work out? No, you don't. Do you actually try and explain to the mother why you had problems or what ways to improve it? No, you don't. You don't give anything, because if she's a narc, it's just fuel for her, and she gets off on creating havoc in his life. And this mother has been creating havoc for this guy most of his daughter's life. So say as little as possible. One good way to manage dealing with a narc, and you don't know how to respond to her ridiculous emails or SMSs, is you can always use ChatGPT. Have the conversation with ChatGPT and say, your ex is a narc, she's doing this, this and this, tell me how I can respond. And ChatGPT is very effective in giving you very short, succinct, purpose-based responses. I've done it myself, dealing with my ex. Just slow down here. So yeah, it's the less you say, the better off you are. Because the narc, first of all, wants you to be manipulated by them, and they'll be bright and rosy and, you know, flirtatious, whatever they need to get you to do what they need you to do. They've got a methodology in doing that. Now, if they can't do it on their terms, they're going to try and create havoc for you. They're going to try and create nonsense. They're going to create some disruption for you, because the narcs are constantly in pain. Their headspace is totally screwed, and they're constantly fighting with themselves. And nothing is stable in their world. It's a battle for them. It's pretty sad, isn't it? So if they can bring you down to their level, or even better for them, make your life a mess, they actually get off on that. They love that. That's their fuel. So say nothing. Give them nothing. Now, if you legally have to respond to their messages, do so, but say nothing more than you need to. This guy gets so many messages from his crazy ex that he goes through them, he reads them, and sometimes he just deletes them. He doesn't even respond, because if it's not something that relates to the orders that he has to follow, and they're always over the top demands. He just deletes them and doesn't even respond. Because if he does respond, it just creates another nonsensical email from her. He was telling me he got one recently from her requesting for access to the doctor for his daughter. The doctor, the mother wanted to know who the doctor was, and you know, she didn't seem very well on the phone call. What's going on there? Is she sick? You know, please update me about what's going on with the doctor. Please also update me on the psychologist and what's been happening there. Please also update me on her dental work. How's she going with it when she hasn't seen a dentist for a long time? And he checked his order, and he was telling me that there's no requirement in his order, because in this case he has sole parental responsibility, for him to give the mother any information unless she is seriously injured. So he wrote an email back to her basically saying, clause 1/2 basically says that you're entitled to information if our daughter is seriously injured. She's not, so I'm abiding by the orders. If you want more information about our daughter, she's doing well, she's fine, she's healthy, everything's up to standards, and it's up to date regarding her regular time with the psychologist and regular time with the dentist and regular time with the doctor. And all three of those have contacted me and told me that you have been in contact with them directly. So you can contact them directly if you like. Now, as it turns out, he told me that the dentist, the doctor, and the psychologist had all contacted him and told him that they had been harassed by the mother. And the psychologist wouldn't disclose any information to the mother because she did not have sole parental rights. And so she was creating issues, none but she was also creating issues for the doctor, the dentist, and the psychologist, making up bullshit and then trying to manipulate them. So, as I said at the beginning of this convo, guys, it's a need-to-know basis. If your ex is crazy, and I'm not saying all exes are crazy, there's some great exes out there, but if your ex is crazy, she's probably a narc, she's probably got some mental issues, and the less you say, the more peace you're going to have. I hope that helps. I just thought I'd touch base with you guys. Leave messages below if you've got any input. I do read all the messages. I'll try and support you the best I can. Okay, all the best, guys. I'm heading home. Cheers.